I'm ready to put this beauty together. Now, this is actually my real birthday, and I can't think of a better birthday present to myself than to get this beautiful house put together, put it assembled. In the meantime, I want to thank everyone that gave me birthday wishes, and also to those that have taken the time to subscribe to my channel. I appreciate it so much. Now, I'm not going to say I'm nervous about this, but I've not done this kind of house before, so it's going to be a learning process for both of us. And I can't find those original little clips, although I've got one. There was still one in here, and we will use it. It looks like that. And I'm just going to poke it down in that little slot and bend it forward. And then for the rest of them, I'm going to use one of these little brass brads like you buy at the office supply store or different places. I'll show you the box so you'll know for sure what I'm looking at there. It looks like that. So to do this, first I'm going to bend that brad down that round part flat so that I've got a flat object I'm working with there, like that. And then I'm going to take those little legs and poke them through the slot, and I'll bend one of the little legs back forward then to hold that in. Now, I did this on a couple for a practice a week or two ago, and I felt like it was a little wobbly, a little loose. So I've cut a few little strips of cardboard here to help supplement that for a little thickness if we need it. I don't know if we'll need it or not. Let's give it a try. Okay, I worked on that a while. This first one that had the original clip in it, I could not get that original clip to bend any which way. So I just finally grabbed it with my pliers and got it pulled out. So if you want to have a good look at what those original clips look like, it looks like that. Just a little rectangle of metal. It's got a little bit of curl to it or curve to it. I couldn't get it to bend either which way to make it tight. So I pulled it out completely and put one of those brads in there and just bent it the best I could to get that in place. Might have to redo that one. Came down here. This one went a little bit better. This one, when I put the brad in, first of all, I curved the very ends of it just a little bit. On these brads, there's a short leg and a longer leg. And I kept the longer leg towards me, or in this case, it'll be up, and just curved those a little bit and was able to slide that in under the loop. And the longer leg stuck up here under this ridge, which is good. And the shorter leg, I'm going to bend it down here forward to hold it nice and tight. I'm very happy with that one. I think that's going to hold very well. I might even get that shorter leg maybe kind of under the head of that brad, so that brad will even hold that little short leg in. That feels good, and it's pretty tight. Pretty happy with that one. All right, I went back and got this one done the very same way, where I got the longer leg tucked up under that roll, and the shorter leg I bent back and got it under the round part of that brad. Let's see if we can get this middle one. The other thing I did is I had put my pliers in that loop and tried to make that loop just a little bit bigger right here through the middle so I could get that brad in there. Okay, I got that third one in the same way. Actually, if you have those original fasteners, you may want to consider using these brads instead. I thought that original fastener was very hard to use and not as effective as these brads are. I'm going to try to do another one and see if I can let you see it on camera. The other thing I did is I put my skinny pliers in there and tried to make that loop a little higher in the middle so I could get that brad through pretty easy. Those other loops were kind of flattened down. These aren't so bad. Now this is going to go on the living room end. So it's going to go down here. And it also hooks. It's got two of these little prongs here, little tabs, like a Mark's house, and there's two little slots in here on the side that those go into. So I'm going to try to do those first and then get those loops down through the slots in the floor, and there you can see the slots in the floor. We'll see how it goes. I think we have those 2 tabs in. Let's look underneath and see if we can find those loops and get those brads in. There's a loop and there's a loop. See if there's enough sticking out to get the brad stuck in there. Okay, I've got that longer leg in. I'm going to push it up so it gets underneath that rolled edge. I curled that upper shorter leg up just a little bit. So now I'm going to get my fingernail under it and pull that upper leg up and bend it back and see if I can get that wedged under the round part of that brad, that head of the brad. Okay, that one's done too. I found that useful to get my knife out. This is like a steak knife from my kitchen set to use to get that leg of that brad back tucked up under there. That feels nice and sturdy and tight. We've got one more to do down here. This one started out easy. I curved up the very end of that brad and it slipped right in. Now I'm going to try to get that top part separated up so that I can get the bottom longer leg under this roll. There, I used my knife and got that upper leg bent up a little bit. Now I'm going to go ahead and push this round part of this brad down flat. I found if I wait and do it at this stage, that makes that a little easier. I can grab that little short leg, bring it back as tight as I can, and fit it back under the round head of that brad. Squish it down tight. That feels very tight and good and secure. Okay, I've got 4 more to do here on the bottom, 2 under the kitchen wall and then 2 over here under the outside edge wall. So remember, the first thing I'm going to do is try to get my pliers up into those little loops and try to make them a little deeper right in the middle where I'm going to put the brad. Instead of being smashed down quite so flat, we're going to try to get a little room in there for that brad to stick through. Now, this kitchen wall, I debated on if this was going to be the living room side and that's the kitchen. And I think based on the fact that this was a little rusty back here and that floor was rusty, I do think that's the way it goes, is like that. This is kitchen side. So we'll put it on there and turn it over and see if we can get those brads in the bottom. Remember, these little loops go down through those slots in the floor. Then I'm going to have to lift it up and get those brads in underneath. All right, I think these are going to go in a little easier and you might be able to see them a little better. So I'm going to try to film while I slide it in there. Because they're out in the middle of the floor, I don't have to worry about that rolled edge. I'm just going to get both of those little legs poked through there, then squish that head down flat, and then bring at least one of the legs, bend it back this way. And I like to tuck it under the head of that if I can get it tucked under there, just for added security. That seemed pretty easy and it feels pretty firm. I didn't need those cardboards. Okay, there's another loop down here at the bottom that's going to be the very same way. Let's see how it goes. Here's the outside kitchen wall. Again, it has those 2 slots and 2 tabs here, similar to a Mark's house, right there and there, that I'm going to fit in first and get that little room, that little wall into place. Make sure you have it right side up, and I do, because this should be the base over here attached to the floor, and then this will be the top attached to the upstairs. Because there's slots on both sides, so I could have done it wrong. But I saw that, and I'm going to get it right. Get those slots in there, bend down those little tabs. Then we'll go to the bottom and put the loops in. Now, to get the brads in the little slots like I did on the other end. the base is done. Now I'm going to put the upper story floor on here, and I'm going to do the same thing. And it has the same loops. It has slots that line up with those slots here. So I'm going to have to put that on there, line those slots up. And then the upper floors, when they go on here, those slots, those little loops will go down through both of these. And I'm going to have to put the brad up here inside the house. I cannot imagine you'll be able to see me do that. So let me do a few and then I'll give you a status report. Progress report. One thing I found out, there's not a wall here. This is going to be the upstairs deck or patio. There's not a wall there. So all there is there's a rectangular slot here. Well, there was one here and then one right under it that lined up, and then one here and one here. But there's no tabs to poke through that. The only thing there was this plastic railing, and one of those, the tab is broken off. So apparently those plastic tabs held that in place. Well, that's not going to work. One of them's gone. So I just took my brad, pushed it up from the bottom, spread the legs apart, and you can see the legs there. I'll probably put a little white paint on them to camouflage those a little bit. You can see the brassy colored legs right there. And I'm going to poke this one up and do the same thing. Then I might put a little white paint on those just to camouflage that just a little bit. There you go, friends. I am done and I am thrilled with it. Now, to give you a little recap, when I put those brads in up underneath here, I was not able to always get those bent over like I did on the bottom ones. So they're just slid in there, and you could probably get your finger up there and pull them out. But they seem to be good. These, remember, I did from the bottom up, and you can see those little brass legs. Well, I used those brass legs to hold that little fence in place. I just wrapped it right around there. And one final thing I did on those brads, that one in the very far back corner back there, that one I couldn't get in from the bottom up, so I just poked him down from the top down and then spread the legs out. So if you look back in there, you can see there's the head of that brass tack or brad back in there, the head of it. And it's brass and it's shiny, so I'll take some brown paint and touch that up. But it's done and it's beautiful and it is complete, and I could not be happier with it. It has even the rail, it has the canopy over here. The graphics are just amazing. It's such a pretty, pretty house. I'm going to turn it around here for you and show it to you from the other side. Here's the end of it. That looked really good. Here is the front of it. It's beautiful. Remember, I put like replacement copies of those shutters up there because that was so faded. I covered those with like tape, packing tape, so they've got a little shine to them, just like the originals. Look at how pretty that house is. I just love it. The door opens and closes. I'll be doing another video that shows you how I repaired that door. But bottom line, I've got some advice for you on this house. If you get a chance to buy this beautiful house, I hope you will, because the graphics are so unusual. You don't see these very often. They're a pretty rare house, but they are gorgeous, pretty, pretty graphics inside. If you have the house and don't have it put together and you're missing the little brads that it came with, I wouldn't be concerned about that. I could not really get this one to work. Remember, somewhere I've got a baggie full of these, but when I find them, I'll probably just keep them in the baggie. I don't think I'll try to use them. It was very difficult to use. The brads worked very, very well. If you get a chance to buy this and it's already assembled, I would advise you to have it shipped to you assembled. It was a little hard to join that top floor to the bottom floor and get those brads in and get it all nice and tight. It is nice and tight and sturdy now. I love this house. I hope you get a chance to get one if you want one. If you're interested in the graphics, I do have them posted in our Facebook page. So I hope you'll check that out. Before I want to sign off, I'm going to give you a couple of things that I'm working on. First of all, I'm going to try to link to show you the original video where I bought this house. It's been about a year ago. I don't know if I can figure out how to do that. If I can, I'll try to link it in the comments for you. Otherwise, you'll have to go back and search through my videos. I do have a playlist called Wolverine, and if you look there, you will find the video where I originally got this. Plus, you'll find the videos about this house in there. But I also am going to do an unboxing video really soon. I've got stuff coming in the mail. I've got one or two crafts that I've got started that I want to show you, and I can't wait to do that. I've got two videos coming up that are really good ideas to help you to know how to rehab your houses and make them a little better, a little sturdier, how to replace tabs, how to fix that door. Those videos are coming up. So I hope you will come back and check out that content. If you have questions about these houses, let me know. If you have one you'd like to have more information on, let me know. I'm not an expert, but I know a lot of people that know a lot about these pretty houses. This one, I'm so glad it came out nice. All that rust is gone. It's beautiful. It looks like new. It's such a unique house. I've got another little project I'm going to do for this house that's fun. That will be coming up too. So I've also got a giveaway coming up soon. So I hope you'll come back for that. In the meantime, remember, you always have a friend here in Iowa. A lot of friends are in our Facebook groups. I hope you will join us. And thank you so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, and comment. I love to hear from you.